At 2 miles depth in the Greenland ice sheet, researchers hit a platinum spike dating exactly 12,800 years ago. This is not a climate anomaly. It is a chemical signature of extraterrestrial impact. NASA and the Smithsonian have the data. They just refuse to connect it to the sudden collapse of pre-recorded human civilization. Chapter 1. The Frozen Archive Beneath Greenland. Deep beneath Greenland lies a frozen archive untouched for thousands of years. Layer after layer of ancient ice preserves tiny fragments of Earth's forgotten past. Dust from storms, traces of volcanic ash, microscopic particles from burned forests, and bubbles of prehistoric atmosphere remain trapped exactly where they fell. Most ice cores reveal predictable climate cycles and slow environmental shifts, but one layer stopped researchers immediately. Buried inside ice dating back roughly 12,800 years was a sudden platinum spike, unlike anything expected in normal atmospheric records. The concentration appeared sharply against surrounding layers, precise enough to rule out random contamination. Something unusual entered Earth's atmosphere during one of the most unstable climate periods ever recorded. Because this layer did not appear during a peaceful period in Earth's history, it appeared during the Younger Dryas, a violent climate reversal powerful enough to plunge huge parts of the Northern Hemisphere back into near Ice Age conditions. Chapter 2. The Climate Collapse That Changed Everything. Before the Younger Dryas began, Earth was warming rapidly. Massive glaciers were retreating across North America and Europe. Forests expanded into previously frozen regions, animal populations adapted to changing ecosystems, and the planet appeared to be stabilizing after thousands of years of brutal cold. Then everything reversed. Temperatures across large parts of the Northern Hemisphere suddenly collapsed. In some regions, average temperatures dropped dramatically within only a few decades. Glaciers surged forward again. Ocean circulation destabilized. Entire ecosystems entered survival mode as environmental conditions shifted with terrifying speed. The scale of the collapse stunned researchers because Earth's climate systems are not supposed to flip this quickly without a massive trigger. And directly inside the Greenland ice from this exact period sat the platinum anomaly. The timing connected the two mysteries together instantly. The deeper scientists investigated the Younger Dryas, the more the event started resembling something larger than a natural climate fluctuation. Ancient flood myths, sudden population declines, and stories describing a destroyed world appeared across cultures separated by thousands of miles. And that opened the door to a much darker theory. Chapter 3. The Civilization Theory. Alternative historians like Graham Hancock argue that the Younger Dryas catastrophe destroyed an advanced pre-flood civilization long before recorded history began. If an advanced civilization existed before the Younger Dryas, the catastrophe would have erased enormous amounts of evidence in only a short period of time. Supporters of this theory point towards submerged ruins, unexplained ancient structures, and flood legends repeated across civilizations worldwide. Stories describing a great destruction appear in cultures separated by oceans and centuries. The platinum anomaly buried in Greenland ice intensified these theories dramatically because it appeared to confirm that something catastrophic entered Earth's atmosphere during this exact period. Mainstream academic journals enforce a strict paradigm. Earth's history is linear. They moved to dismiss the Younger Dryas platinum data within 72 hours of its release, labeling it terrestrial contamination before independent verification could be conducted. Chapter 4. The Object from Space. One of the most controversial explanations connected to the Younger Dryas involves a cosmic impact event. According to this theory, a comet or asteroid fragmented above Earth roughly 12,800 years ago, unleashing enormous amounts of energy into the atmosphere. The impact signature equals the detonation of 2,400 megatons of TNT. That is 150 times the force of the largest thermonuclear device ever tested. The consequences would have been catastrophic. For many researchers and alternative historians, the platinum anomaly found in Greenland ice became one of the strongest pieces of evidence supporting this theory. Chapter 5. The Signal That Shouldn't Exist. Detailed analysis of the Greenland platinum deposits created major problems for the official explanations surrounding the Younger Dryas event. The chemical signature inside the ice did not fully match known meteorite compositions. At the same time, the deposit stretched across multiple years instead of appearing in one isolated moment. That pattern suggested something more complex than a single explosion event. Evidence showed the climate collapse had already started before parts of the platinum signal appeared inside the ice layers. Instead of solving the mystery, the anomaly made it even stranger. Critics argued institutions focused too heavily on narrow explanations while ignoring larger patterns connected to the event. The debate intensified as researchers struggled to fully explain how the signal formed during one of the most unstable periods in Earth's climate history. At the same time, another possibility emerged from beneath the Arctic itself. Massive volcanic systems hidden beneath ice sheets may have released enormous quantities of gases, ash, and metallic particles into the atmosphere during the Younger Dryas collapse. But instead of replacing the impact theory, this possibility deepened the mystery further. Because both events may have happened together. If ancient catastrophes, lost civilizations, and hidden Earth mysteries fascinate you, subscribe now. Chapter 6. Earth's Hidden Catastrophe Machine. Massive volcanic eruptions beneath Arctic ice or underwater regions could explain prolonged atmospheric deposits, rapid climate disruption, and large-scale environmental instability. Volcanoes release enormous quantities of ash, sulfur gases, and metallic particles capable of spreading across continents. Unlike a single asteroid impact, volcanic eruptions can continue for years, creating repeated atmospheric disturbances that match the extended platinum signal found inside Greenland ice. But the real danger came from the chain reaction these systems triggered together. As glaciers melted, massive amounts of fresh water flooded into the North Atlantic. Once those currents weakened, temperatures across huge regions collapsed rapidly. Volcanic activity intensified atmospheric cooling even further. The Younger Dryas was not simply one isolated event. It became a planetary-scale systems failure, powerful enough to transform the world within generations. Mainstream institutions aren't just protecting a theory, they are protecting an established timeline that would be invalidated by the truth of the Younger Dryas. Chapter 7. The ice still holds more secrets. What began as a strange chemical signal evolved into a mystery connected to climate collapse, cosmic impact theories, ancient flood legends, and the possible destruction of forgotten civilizations. The Greenland ice does not describe a peaceful planet slowly evolving through time. It describes a sudden collapse, and it reveals how quickly the world can change when multiple systems fail together. If one buried signal exposed evidence of a catastrophe powerful enough to reshape Earth's climate and erase entire chapters of human history, the next discovery could become even more explosive. The next Greenland core sample is being pulled this summer. The institution in charge has already restricted access to the data. Subscribe. We track the results.